Good evening, and welcome to the Man in the Bunker podcast. As always, I am the man in the bunker. The year end is almost upon us again, so it is time for me to metaphorically emerge from my cave and bring you the knowledge and wisdom which I have gained over the previous year. As predicted, the Anunnaki leader overthrew the Grey leader to take control of this sovereign nation of America. Although it matters not, soon we shall be under the control of gnomes. That's right, gnomes. They have been spotted all over Scandinavia, and they seem to be preparing to enter the 2024 election. Tonight, I will be bringing you a very special interview that was recorded previously with a man who has had contact with futuristic beings, to say the least. It is a very interesting conversation, so please stick around. As always, big thank you to Cheapo Foods for sponsoring this podcast and for filling my bunker with delicious, delicious grain meat. Now, let us go over to the call boards because we have a call coming in.
Hey, who the fuck is this?
This is the Man in the Bunker podcast.
That's what you are, but who the fuck is this? What's your fucking name?
I don't have a name. I go by the Man in the Bunker.
Well, listen here, dumbcloth. Right now, you're pirating the domain on my goddamn YouTube site. I've got a business to run here. What the fuck you think you're doing?
From my angle, sir, it would appear as you posted one of my podcasts on your YouTube site. I have no clue how that could have gotten there.
You fucking kidding me here? You fucking kidding me now? You're being a fucking schlamiro. I fucking swear. I got a goddamn business to run here. I teach people how to fucking remove diamonds and rubies from their grandma's jewelry so they can be repurposed, asshole. I'm trying to save people's lives here.
The only reason you would want to remove those stones is in fact for space travel, sir. Are you an extraterrestrial?
What the fuck are you even talking about here? I'm saying get your goddamn shit off my goddamn website. You need fucking time now, all right? For goddamn sake.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. It appears as he was cut off. But that's right, folks. We have had contact from an extraterrestrial who looks to be living on the Upper East Coast and seeking to carve diamonds out of your grandmother's jewelry. Safeguard yourselves, folks, for this next year may be hard. It looks like our call boards are lighting up again. We're going to go ahead and pop on in and take another caller. Hello, caller. You are live.
Oh my god. Finally? Is this the Man in the Bunker?
Yes, this is the Man in the Bunker.
Oh my god, no one's going to believe this. I've been listening to your show forever. I've even listened to it twice, 3 times, 4 times over. I can't believe where you're getting your information from here. I mean, seriously, is it really going to happen?
Of course it is, caller, and it's good you listen so that you may be prepared.
Oh, I'm preparing myself all day. In fact, your theories about extraplanetary travel, particularly, I want to be on board. I want to travel up to your anus.
Oh, Uranus is the seat of the Intergalactic Federation and my ultimate goal to reach. If I could just get 1 minute inside of Uranus, I could figure out all the secrets that need to be found.
Oh, I've been waiting so long for you to say that. Well, tell me right now, can we both go to Uranus?
Yes, we can both go to Uranus, and we can go there together.
Oh,
I will be your guide on this journey.
I've waited all my life just to bunk up with you. Holy jeez, I can't believe this is happening. Tell me where you are. Give me your GPS. Give me satellite coordinates. Get in longitude, latitude, please. I'll be right there, please. Come on.
He got cut off somehow. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he was asking too many questions and got shut down by the government. That's right, folks. We have listeners in both the deep and shallow state, the NSA, the CSA, the NBA, and the NHL. they are always watching and they are always listening. And on that note, let us cut to a quick advertisement from one of our sponsors. Hi, folks! Do you like ranch dressing? Do you have a semi-truck? Come down to Cheapo Foods and we'll fill your semi-truck with ranch dressing for only $3.99. It's the trucker special. Essential workers are essential. Cheapo Foods. And we are back to the show, coming in with our final caller. Let's go ahead and take the call. All right, caller, you are live.
Oh, is this the man in the bunker?
This is the man in the bunker.
I've been trying so hard to get in touch with you. You're not an easy person to find.
I like to maintain my exclusivity and my elusivity together by staying in my bunker, come rain, shine.
These days, I don't blame you, man. Trust me on that one. So I was recommended to you by a friend who heard your podcast before. I got to admit, I've never heard him before, but he said you're the guy to talk to on a particular subject.
If it be the subject of anything extraterrestrial, cryptozoological, or deep state related, I am your man. Unless, of course, you are in fact a spy for the deep state.
Oh, no worries about that. Fuck, man. I don't even fucking pay my taxes. Don't worry about that shit, all right? So, you said cryptozoology? I think this would fall in that category.
Yes, sir. I am a licensed and experienced cryptozoologist with 3 degrees from the University of DeVry online.
Oh, wow. Shit, I can't even spell DeVry. Either which way, I'm tired of people thinking I'm fucking batshit crazy, and that's why my friend recommended to me, instead of talking his goddamn ear off at the bar all night, cryptozoology. That includes very tall, very hairy primates, right?
Yes, sir. It includes all varying varieties of squatch, be it sass, harass, ass, or grass squatch.
Oh, wow. Fuck. I didn't know there were so many varieties out there.
Yes, sir. And also the elusive gas squatch.
Oh, geez. Well, maybe you could help me pin down this particular variety, because this shit ain't no joke, man. I can't sleep at nights. I'm just thinking about this thing over and over and over again, okay? Now, so, can I take it back to square one?
Tell me, caller, tell me your tale, tell me your story, and let me relieve you of your grief.
Thank you, Father. I mean, man in the bunker. So this happens in the Northwest. I'm not going to get too specific about the details on where it happened geographically, because I don't want anyone to make the same mistake I did.
Well, sir, that is good knowledge. Plus, there are aliens out there who hunt the Sasquatch. That's why they are so elusive. So best we keep their location to ourselves.
Fucking A. I even saw aliens in that same goddamn valley. That makes so much more sense now.
Yes, it is all tied together.
Okay, well, maybe you could help shed light on my predicament here, because I just need to sleep. I haven't slept in a while. There I was. It was right before Mother's Day, we'll say late April, and I was out hiking looking for some mushrooms, particularly the morels. Fuck, man, even like the blonde morels, you put those in a pail, fucking sell like 20, fucking 5 gallons for 20 or 25 bucks, no problem, all day longs. So I was hiking in this valley, I drove to the end of the paved road, took a gravel road, drove to the end of the gravel road, took a dirt road, took my little Toyota all the way to the end of that dirt road until I couldn't take it any further. And I just started walking along that valley, right along the creek, trying to figure out, should I go up the ridgeline to the left or to the west? Maybe like the solid sun got some decent brown morels, or should I take the ridgeline to the east, to my right, which the moisture on the morning sun, had more foliage. Just try to make up my mind walking down that valley.
I, sir, myself always follow the moisture, for at the end of the moisture, you will typically find a mystery.
I'll be goddamn it. There ain't some fucking truth right there, bud. Let me tell you this right now. So I was just trying to make my own fucking mind, and I came across a stretch of fucking trees. It was at least 20 yards long or 30 yards long, one between right in there somewheres. and all the limbs had been broken off purposefully, for that whole 20, 30 yards. And they're right about like 10 feet tall, It was just unreal. I mean, there's no way like wind could have come down and done that,
Yes, sir. There is no way unless it was sentient wind.
Well, what the goddamn hell is sentient wind?
Sentient wind is violent and aggressive and sometimes even perverted.
Well, holy shit. It did make a tunnel right through that valley for 20 yards at 10 feet tall. So maybe like the width of this sentient wind was 10 feet and it just tunneled its way through that little trail?
It could have been being chased by the elusive Sasquatch as well. Sasquatch are known to prey on sentient wind for nourishment.
Fucking A, that makes so much more sense now. I'm pretty goddamn sure that was that goddamn Sasquatch that broke off those limbs as a territorial marker,
Yes, sir, they do mark their territory, although usually it involves feces.
Well, feces happened a little bit later on, probably about 2 minutes later.
You found fecal matter?
No, I created the fecal matter. I decided, like while I'm sitting there looking at all these weird broken limbs, like there's got to be something on the other side of this territorial marking, right?
Yes, sir, there always is.
There I was, marched right through it, just determined to see what was on the other side of this. And then across the creek, maybe 60, 70 yards on the west side ridge, I saw this bush just stand up on two legs. Can you believe that?
Oh my God, sir. I believe you have actually spotted it. The rare and the elusive bush squatch.
A bush squatch?
A bush squatch, a rare variety of the Sasquatch.
Well, how dangerous are they? I mean, I don't know. Like, I felt like pretty in danger in my life right there.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous and very Republican.
Oh, no. Not both at the same time.
At the same time, sir.
Well, shit. Speaking of that, this bush stood up on two legs and looked at me. We locked eyes. And at that moment, I tell you this right now, I'm a grown man, but I let loose right there in my drawers.
Oh my God, sir. I think I was wrong. If the creature had telepathic abilities, and it managed to make you defecate, then the truth of the matter would be it is more likely you encountered a shark squatch who was dressed as a bush squatch in order to deceive you or possibly attempt to mate with another bush squatch, making a shardy bush squatch.
Oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? Like there's shark squatches out there?
Yes, sir. They are actually capable of releasing a noise from their anal cavity known as the brown note.
Holy jeez, this makes so much more sense now because I got my dignity and my pride, and I just don't want to admit to just anyone, that, I dropped a load. But when it locked eyes with me like that, that's the first thing that happened.
That, sir, is what's known in the cryptozoology business as shark telepathy or diarrhealepathy. A creature who can gaze into your soul and pull out the worst parts of you from your anus.
Well, sweet. You're saying I got all the worst parts done with me now? Like they're all gone?
Well, sir, have you eaten Taco Bell since?
Oh, geez. No. Well, now I'm kind of craving it. Got those commercials coming on too here pretty quick, so holy jeez.
No one's soul is truly ever cleansed.
I was really weird too because the creature on two legs, after it got done smirking at me, it turned around and it went up that ridge line to the very top. We're not talking about like a small distance here. We're talking about a good 300-400 yards straight up on 2 feet. Never paused for a minute. It was gone in 15 seconds.
The question I must now ask you is, did you happen to see a finish line or some form of barrier that it crossed through at the top of the hill?
That could have been the horizon line. Myself, I was focused on my own starting gun right there. You might say the bowel movement in me was like a starting gun at a race. I turned around and I ran as fast as I could until I got chafed up too much, to run much further.
The chafe gets to us all eventually, and that is something we must face on our own.
That's words of wisdom right there, man. The bunker, I thank you so very much. Maybe Maybe I could make myself at peace with this whole issue of defecating myself. You know what I'm saying?
I will look further into this Shart Squatch incident and see. It seems already to corroborate my theory that the Sasquatch have started to form their own type of Olympic Games. Something we will have to look into further in the future.
The fuck you and talking about them doing their own Olympic Games?
Yes, they have started doing their own form of Olympic Games. Triathlons, biathlons, hill sprints, hurdles, the 100-yard dash.
The 1,000-meter Shart stare, maybe?
The Shart stare, that I'm not sure if that yet is a sport in the Olympics, but it is something that they do for fun, so it makes sense.
Mr. Man the Bunker, how in the fuck would they be getting access to the idea of games itself, let alone our Olympics?
They have created a form of internet called 6G.
Whoa, wait a minute. I heard about 5G over in China or some shit like that. What do you mean 6G?
6G is the next evolution. It is a forest-based Wi-Fi service using pine cones and trees. It encapsulated most of the forest areas of the United States and the world.
Well, holy shit. So I should get better Wi-Fi out there?
Yes, you should get better Wi-Fi, but in order to get a password, you will have to talk to one of these creatures.
Oh, man. I'll have to pack 2 pairs of drawers for that one.
Yes, sir. Pack 2 pairs of drawers, or as I do when I leave. Anytime I leave my ass exposed in case. Just in case.
I don't know about that. You're going beyond me. Mr. Man the Bunker, you have yourself a great afternoon. I'll go back looking for that with 2 pairs of drawers on me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for talking to me, and may the god of the Anunnaki bless you. All right, folks, we are going to take a second and take a little break for a commercial, and then I'll come back with an interview that will leave you changed forever. Do you like children, but don't have any of your own, and you're considering having a couple? Try new Rent-A-Kid, the child rent-a service from Cheapo. For just $5.99 a day, we'll send over 3 of the most heinous little shits you could ever imagine. They'll completely destroy your house, your car, and your self-esteem, leaving you with nothing but cleanup. The Cheapo brand child rental service will make sure that you and your spouse never again want to come in contact with a child. Warning: may cause fecal matter to be found in random parts of your house at a later date. Also, Cheerios will be fucking everywhere. Cheapo Foods! Get some children while you're there. Ho ho. Do you have information about criminal activity, but are afraid to report it? Ho ho. Try new Cheapo brand witness protection service. That's right. Cheapo is now offering witness protection service for anyone who needs it. So remember, if you're in a pinch and you want to snitch, Cheapo's the brand that scratch that itch. Hello, Bartholomew. Welcome to the Man in the Bunker podcast.
Well, hey, thank you very much for having me here. How may I address you?
If you are asking for my physical address, I keep that a complete secret. If you are, however, asking for a name that you could call me by, you can call me John Doe Bunkerman.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. If that's not ominous at all, I don't know. Well, either which way, I've been compiling some data, and after thorough analyzation, it comes to my understanding that the current version of Homo sapiens is evolving to become more thoroughly rooted in their essential anima rather than like biologically founded.
Are you talking about interspecies breeding between human and cybernetic organisms? Because if you are, sir, I am completely enthralled.
Oh, of course I am. It's only been a matter of time. I mean, hey, 1 word, 2 parts, sex bots. There has been an overabundance of demand for latex-based products. This not only includes rubber gloves, but also dildos and companionship replicas, I guess you call them now. It is more than likely a supply chain issue combined with higher demands due to more isolated scenarios that we're all living in right now.
You're saying that due to our isolation, there is a increased demand for sex bots. That is a thing that they can do that.
I guess apparently some people have some companionship issues going on, and so therefore, I mean, yeah, like they're turned to the whole sex bot craze now. Fortunately for all bioorganisms, human interaction is not essential, but it seems that the majority of people do not know that. I don't know.
I personally stick to an elite form of solitude, only leaving my bunker one day out of the year. And even that, I don't actually leave all the way. I have a dome kind of thing. I pop my head out of it, almost like a prairie dog, if you will.
Well, holy jeez. Sounds like you're living an interesting one. Don't get me wrong there. I mean, John Doe, it's John Doe. I still don't know how to address you. Are you more of a sir, like Sir John Doe, or like a Dr. John Doe?
I like to consider myself a doctor of cryptozoology, a doctor of deep thinking, and a doctor of all things spiritual and metaphysical. But I, in fact, am only a bachelor.
Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. But either which way, like in addition to these overwhelming facts, it's also very apparent that the current cycle of Homo sapiens evolution is enamored with the nearsighted goal of immortality.
It's actually very interesting that you bring this up because I myself have been studying the concept of immortality lately. And through some conversations and people I have reached out to, I have actually encountered a man who has achieved 60% immortality.
Well, 60%? I mean, wait, you're saying you're talking to a man here? Sure it wasn't like the reptiles or the greys?
I am almost positive I know much about the Greys, although I have never seen or had an encounter with one.
Oh, the greys. The fact that you have not personally invited them over for a cup of joe doesn't surprise me. It's the fact that you don't see that their agenda is being fulfilled by limiting and regulating the amount of actual facts and universal truths available to unenlightened phase of microbiological anarchy.
Well, are you saying that you've had contact with one of these Greys?
Well, I mean, come on now. I'm not an amateur, you know. I'm not part of some secret society. However, any enlightened being should have already had contact with the Greys, yeah?
Well, I mean, yeah, yes. I mean, I've contacted them. I've contacted them.
Oh, really? I don't know. You seem kind of aloof on this topic here. I mean, I guess I can gain access to an Etch-a-Sketch or maybe some Crayola crayons to illustrate some actual facts or universal truths to you. However, it'd only be a kind gesture and a moot point over an, I don't know, audio line. So instead, guess what? I will try to limit this to no more than 2-syllable words. The Greys are here. They are advanced and aged Homo sapiens who merged with and were overcome by technology, achieving quasi-immortality as long as they are traversed reversely through our standard definition of time to harvest DNA samples. These samples are the spores to their longevity and will protect them from their inevitable deaths.
My God, sir. I believe you are onto something.
I mean, maybe like we're all just past ghosts of a future alien for all I know. You know, your current Homo sapien phase of understanding metaphysical and xeno-related ideas and theories would be inadvertently and critically harmed if I were to convey a certain universal truth. But if you truly wish to comprehend and advance the future, engage with all forms of merging with technology.
So you're saying that I should look into purchasing one of these sex bots, artificial companions?
It has been verified by facts based upon data pooled by more than advanced phases of Homo sapiens that the initial phases are a spontaneous act of fornication initiated between a Homo sapien level 2 towards an inanimate and non-biological object.
Do do you happen to know where I could get one of these artificial companions?
Well, since they have not sponsored me yet, I will not give any names. In the meantime, I will say thank you and good night. Good luck. I'll send you an Etch-a-Sketch.
All right. Thank you, sir. This has been a very enlightening conversation. And good night. Does the lockdown have you down? Turn that frown upside down and get yourself a clown. For one low, low price, we'll send over a clown to stand in front of your yard holding a red balloon. Ex-Con Clown Rental Service is the service for you, sure to bring cheer to the whole family. Honey, I'm terrified. What's wrong, darling? What's the problem? There's a clown standing in our yard. He's been there for 3 days, holding a red balloon. I haven't seen him blink once. Don't worry, honey. I ordered us a clown from Ex-Con Clown Rental. He's sure to bring joy to the kids. We don't have kids. Ex-Con Clown Rental Service. The service that'll put a smile on everyone's face, even if we have to carve it there. That was my conversation with Bartholomew, a man of science, a man of engineering, and the man who convinced me to purchase an artificial companion. Soon I will not be doing the podcast alone. I will have with me a doll of some sort. I'm not sure she can talk, but it is going to be named after my new friend, Bartholomew. So for everyone out there, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your minds open, and question everything if you will. And I believe you will.